Hi guys, Tim from Digital Effects. Just introducing two new heat presses that we now keep as our standard range. We've swapped suppliers mainly just because they seem a little bit more stable than the previous ones. Also, we just simply like the look. They're a bit more neat and tidy. We sort of prefer the swing away model rather than the pull out. And the other thing also is that they are a 50 by 40 platen. A little bit smaller, but it does mean that they can plug into just a standard 15 amp point. Another reason why we've swapped to these ones, whereas the last ones were an industrial 20 amp point, so it was a little bit more costly to get up and running. So that's probably the main difference between the two units. So a quick introductory on this machine. Basically, the single is a desktop, so this just comes like this and you put it on your desktop. It's a swing away, so you can swing all the way out, which means that you can get right into the platen, which is nice there. Platen covers are standard. They're not the plastic type, they're actually like a material, so these don't get overly hot either, which is really good. Again, we just bring that back to our position, and then when we're going to operate it, it's simply a matter of pressing these two buttons like that, and the compressor will kick in, up it comes. Very simple operation. There's a button there that flicks between the temperature and the time, and that's as simple as it gets. The machine comes with a small compressor. It's a silence compressor, so it's very quiet operation, and essentially that's it in a nutshell. Then if we swing over to the big brother of this one, it's exactly the same from an operational perspective, except for it's a dual platen that this one will just slide across. These have limit sensors at the end of each end, so when the carriage hits the end, it'll automatically trigger the heat press and go down, and then when you take it across to the other side, it will get to the end and automatically go down again. Also on this model, which is different to the single model, you can press this little silver button here, which turns it into manual mode, which means that when you do take it over to the far side, it's not going to go down unless you press the two buttons like you do on the manual one. These feet here, whilst they're not casters, the feet actually will wind out to 80 mil. So we can actually increase the height of this by an extra 80 mil. Currently they're in their down position, but there's an extra 80 mil of thread inside there. The only other thing worth mentioning is that if you do like a laser, some people do, some people don't, we have an external laser which just magnetizes onto the edge. So this will give you you can adjust that, and that will give you crosshairs on there if you want to do that, and that just plugs in. If you want one for either side, you just buy two of these, one for this side, one for that side, and then you can have the lights on there. Again, if you wanted that for the single, you could also do that by attaching it to the bottom there and giving yourself a line. I personally don't really use them, but some people love them, and if you do want them, then you can opt for getting one of those as well. If you've got any questions, give us a call.